Okay, going to show you a couple of tricks. This is PC Clear Mode here. Okay, first of all, we're going to go to Start, Windows 7, All Programs, and then we're going to go to Accessories. Okay, so let's find Accessories. Right click on the command prompt, excuse me, on Windows 7, run as administrator. Otherwise it will not accept the commands. Here in front of you have your DOS command, okay, in your Windows operating system. So I'm going to try a simple command. Okay, so let me just double check it because it's a while from I actually done this particular command. Okay, so just bear with me a second. Okay. I'm going to type in trace it. Okay. Okay, so basically if I was to type in ping a web address, I would ping a certain computer to get the IP address, okay, and then I would type in trace it, and I would trace that IP address. So I type in TRACERT space and then put the IP in. And hopefully when I hit return or enter on the keyboard, it'll start tracing this particular IP that I want to trace, okay. It'll go through what they call a number of hops, and the maximum of 30 hops, okay. So basically the request is timing out. Now that can happen if your security firewall is set up too high. Also, if you are using a security program and you do happen to come across a couple of alerts, and you do happen to log the IP address of the alert, an example, if someone was sending you a computer trojan, or they were using a port scanner to scan your computer, well, it's a good idea to check your log files on your firewall system, print off the IP addresses, and you can do a number of checks on the internet. You can do an IP lookup, which will give you an idea what network it's coming from, okay, and you can also go to the network webmaster, okay. So that's how you would use the command system to trace it, okay. Also, if you type in IP config /release, you can actually release your IP address and get a new protocol IP if you're not on a what they call a static IP, okay. You can also ping your web server or your ISP to see what your ping response is, yeah, on your timeout. So let's close that down and open it up again. And these are a couple of simple tricks that I've been doing from Windows 98. Okay, so let's go to Accessories, right click in the command prompt and run as administrator. You also can type in a command called netstate, okay, and it'll let you know exactly what connections is established to your computer. You can also then, when you do that, you will get a process ID number. Okay, so just bear with me a second. So basically, if I open up the command system in Windows 7 or run it as administrator privileges, I can actually type in the word net, N-E-T, S-T-A-T. It'll give me established connections on my computer, and I can also type another command in which will tell me exactly what is established to my connection on my computer. And then once I find it and find the process ID number that would be sitting in here, well then basically I can go to my task manager, right click, start task manager, go to processes, and if you go to view and set the columns, and set it for, this one is on tick by default. If you set it for PID, process identifier, hit OK, you'll get the process number. So then you would check it off your command prompt, okay, and then you would right click it and end the process or kill the task. Now basically, if someone has hacked your computer and has established a connection to your computer and you see the process ID, well then it's quite simple to right click and end the task, and basically bye bye, they're out of your computer system. Okay, so the CMD is quite useful. I also want to show you another quick command. If you type in the word help, this here will give you a list of what they call basic commands. And beside each command you will have, it'll tell you exactly what it's going to do. Now, if you find out that your computer file system isn't going right, for example, then what you would do is you could go to Start, All Programs, and Windows Vista, and Windows 7. On XP you don't need to run it as an administrator unless you're logged into a user account. Okay, so these are just a few simple tricks, friends. When you're using Linux quite a lot, then you will learn actually even more by using the terminal. Run command prompt, right click, run as administrator. Now, if you type in the word help, first of all, you will get a list of basic commands. Okay, so if you had a virus in your computer, you could type in dir and bring up all the directories. Simple, just by doing this, dir. There you will get a list of directories in your computer. So if you know where the virus is manually, you can go into a particular directory and actually take the virus out. Okay, but that's for experienced users like myself and those that are a wee bit more advanced. Now, go back and we'll type in the word help. Okay, so we'll scroll up where we typed in help. Now there is a command in here that can be very useful, and it's this one here. It's called chkdsk. Okay, it checks a disk and displays a status report. But if I was to type two different commands, that one example, if I was to type in chkdsk, and then if I was to type in /F, okay, well then I'm telling it to check the file system on the F is basically to fix it if there's any problems. It'll say that it cannot run, it's been used at the minute, would you like to schedule this volume to be checked the next time when you restart. So if I wanted to check my file system, I would type in Y like this, okay, and hit enter, and it'll check the file system when I restart the computer. Okay, so let's say no. Okay, if I was to type in chkdsk /R, that would tell it, the check disk would tell it to check the file system. The /R would tell it to repair. Okay, so I typed in here. It'll ask me again when I restart my computer, because I'm using it at the minute, they'll want it to check a file system and repair or try to repair any damaged files in the Windows file system. So I can type in Y for yes. Hit enter. It'll say this volume will be checked the next time you restart. Time. Okay, so if I type in the time, it'll give me the current time. Now, the Windows DOS command is in every operating system, and a lot of people don't really use it. Okay, so in Windows 98 you would have typed in format C:, okay, which would have formatted the hard drive. And when you had the partition on the FAT32 file system, the disk, you would have had to make it a larger partition to make a boot up start up disk. Okay, so there is quite a number of commands. ipconfig. Okay, so enter a new time. Okay, so let's close that and we can go back in. So we can type ipconfig/all, and there's also quite a list of commands that you can use. Okay, an example, if my security program give me an IP address, well obviously I could go to the internet and I could trace an IP. Okay, I could type in up here trace an IP. And I could look for an IP address lookup, which would give me the network, Okay, now you also can hack someone's computer by using the command system. If you know the commands, you can also send a certain amount of data to a particular system, which is illegal. Okay, so it is a handy wee device that's built into your operating system. Okay, from PC Caremon. Please follow me on Twitter, PC Caremon, and please support us on Blog TV every 2 weeks on a Sunday night at 7 PM. You'll be surprised what you get to learn. We do broadcast from 7 to 8. Sometimes we stay to 9 depending on the amount of people that's in the room. And we're also on Justin TV at the same time under Justin TV PC Caremon. Check out my videos on YouTube under Justin TV PC Caremon. And we have a great site built, which I built myself. You'll notice this is me, PC Caremon. Okay, I do have quite a number of videos on Linux and the MacBook and Windows and etc. And I'm here on Blog TV. We also have a website set up, which I'm going to bring up now and show you. And what do we see? Okay, let's load up a different browser here. Okay, www.pccaremon.webs.com. What I see now, I think this is it here. So we do have a site here, friends. It's coming up like this because I use a plugin called NoScript, okay? Because basically there's a lot of website bad people that put wee scripts on their website and they can download malicious code in the background. So this particular plugin would stop it. So if I wanted to basically give it permission, well then I can click it and it'll come up as normal, okay? You'll notice that there's a couple of security products I do recommend for the basic user, and you'll also notice that I also have quite a number of videos to do with different computer technology and computer help. Okay, so you'll see myself there on the screen. If you'd like to register, click register here, sign in. We do have a few people already, and Tax is one of the admin staff that I've made on my website to basically help me keep an eye on it. Let's go to the members here, and we're building up slowly but surely. Okay, there's quite a number of videos in here, friends. You might find quite useful. Okay, so you will see this different because I'm using a NoScript plugin. If I was to disable that plugin, obviously it wouldn't come up like that. Okay, so there's quite a number of good videos here. This particular one here, Wireshark, which I put up in 2011, is a program that if you run a business or you're a home user, you can learn to use it. It's an analyzer. It'll analyze the traffic. Okay. Now this program has also been used in the past for hacking accounts. Please do not use it for that purpose. It is a free program. I use it personally for monitoring my network on my system to see if I can spot any malicious traffic coming in and out, which is data packets coming in and out, UDP, TCP and etc. of my computer, because I have suffered before from malicious code. Okay, so that's the reason why I use it. So I will cover videos in the near future, upgrade them, and if you're ever suspicious or wondering is there anything coming in out of your network, this is the program that will help you understand how to read the data coming in and out of your system. Okay, thank you very much. PC Caremon, just a short video clip, and I hope you enjoyed this small clip. Any questions, join the website and fill in the formula, and I'll be quite happy to answer your questions for you. Thank you very much. PC Caremon. Okay. Thank you, friends.